Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is actually my first ever video, so you're not welcoming me. You're not coming back from another video since it's my first ever video. But anyway, that's beside the point. My name is Chris Trades, and I'm basically gonna document and journalize my trading journey. I'm an unprofitable trader, 20 years old. I started day trading about a couple months ago. I wouldn't even say a year ago. I would say close to a year ago, but a couple months ago. Recently, I started documenting, or not documenting, journaling my trades and sticking to my strategy, which is allowing me to see some progress. My win. Now, I'm not really much focusing on my profit because obviously it's paper trading and it's not real money. I'm mainly focusing on my strategy, my journaling, and being disciplined to this, because that's all trading is. Anyone can really come in here and get in a demo account and flex fake bands, right? But you can't really do that in with your real profit. So yeah, this video is basically, I'm gonna review my trades from the previous weeks, or this previous week. I use TradeZella. I'm not really going for like crazy numbers, and plus I'm trading the regular MES. It's like I see people paper trading and they're like trying to practice and learn how to trade on the NQ and like the ES, and it's like, bro, if you really don't have money, you're learning how to paper trade. So how about let's go more in a realistic way and start trading in a realistic amount of money. Like, people are paper trading, but they're like showing their trades and it's like $1,000, $1,000, 1,000 plus. And it's like, let's be honest, you're not, first of all, if you don't have that much profit, you're not going to be making that much profit. So trading on the MES for me is like what I've been doing lately. It's the most realistic way of trading, paper trading, because you want to paper trade and you want to like match it with like your lifestyle, with the amount of money that you can put down and risk. What I've been doing recently is, if I don't see a setup, I don't even trade that day, right? I just leave it and I avoid, because there's always going to be a better trade tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then the day before, the day after. And if the whole week is bad, then the next week that comes might be a better week. So yeah, it's just shit that I've been trying to get better at, and it's been helping me and improving. I'm just trying to find out and to make different ways of documenting my shit. So journaling is one of them. Making videos is another. Doing other stuff, just that can help me overall at the end of the day. So we're gonna come in. We're gonna come and journal my trades. And some days when I do have work, I can't trade those days. So let's go look at our Monday trade. I record everything too. So boom, on my Tuesday trade, I think I had there we go. Okay. This is the market from Monday. This is live trading. Right, I marked my zones. I forgot to show me marking my zones. That's a L mistake by me. But hopefully in the next couple videos that I post, I get better at this. So yeah, I use indicators. The indicators you're seeing are basically the previous day highs, previous day lows marked, the overnight highs, the overnight lows marked, and the dotted lines are the ORB. I like to use the ORB a lot. The ORB strategy and the support and resistance. So that's what you see right now. You probably don't know what the hell's going on with all the goddamn rectangles, but I entered the trade in this position. So market opens, right? Market opens. We're about an hour and like 10 minutes into market open. I see a uptrend as it's opening. right? But the first couple of minutes, you can see there's a lot of volatility, or there's a lot of volume on these first couple candles. And as it breaks this range, it starts, you know, kind of having less volume. But as you can see, this was a perfect example of the ORB 15 working. So the ORB 15 is the dotted lines, the yellow dotted lines. So you can see it coming straight up and retesting it, and then coming straight up. This was a very big volume candle, and then following up was a big bullish or bearish candle covering the big movement that it had just done, which was the retest to the ORB. After that, I was kind of just looking at it for an entry at this point, because it had stayed over the ORB, so I was kind of looking for a long. As I said, the uptrend from when a market open was already bullish, so I'm looking for a bullish entry. And so the ORB 15 retest. Now I'm waiting for the 1 hour to get crossed, which it gets crossed here. I think after this candle, new candle opens, it crosses, and the second that it crosses, I enter the position. Is there a way I can end the boom, crosses? But I don't want to enter just yet because I want a confirmation that it's going to continue to go up. So I wanted to cross, new candle open, and go up. Like you see, it kind of went down, so I waited a little bit, waited a little bit, waited a little bit, waited a little bit, waited a little bit. Okay, 4 cons. I'm about to enter the position. There we go. That's what I wanted. Boom, entered. Put my stop loss straight underneath the previous, right underneath the previous weekly. I think that's the weeklies. And then I put, what I like to do is I like to sell off my positions. So I entered in with 4 cons, and as it's going on my position, I like to sell off half of my cons out. So I sold 2 cons 20 ticks after, and then I basically let the other ones run. And so that's what you see me doing here. Right here, I'm still, even if it even if the candle closes below, I'm not scared, because the weekly highs is still like there. So that's like my resistance level for me. Like if it breaks that, then I'm like, okay, it could potentially take me out. But if it's still up there, it has potential to keep going up, right? So that's what we did. Let me just skip this part because it takes a little bit longer. Boom, you see, it flipped back to green. I was in this trade for a minute, so I'm just gonna keep fast forwarding. Boom. So yeah, this right here, the gray rectangle, was a fair value gap from the previous days. Not the previous day, but I'm pretty sure it was a fair value gap from the overnight highs. And you can see it obviously being contested here. Rebounds, came back up, touched my first take profit. Now after another thing I want to do after I get half of my position to get hit is I like to track my stop loss. So I'll move my stop loss closer to break even. And right here, yeah, I'm selling another position here. Like, I think this is like, I couldn't see, but I think it might be like 40 ticks in. I sell another position, gets hit, and now I have my last contract, which is my runner, which I'm just gonna continue to drag. I think the reason why I just let it run. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think I did hit this also. You can see it kind of pulling back now. I was in this trade for quite a while, so yeah, sometimes I'm in trades for a little bit longer than I want to, but it's okay because I have runners, and as long as I have runners and nothing to lose, and I keep my risk from, and I keep tracking my risk, then there's nothing really to be scared of, because no matter what, even if it comes down to take me out, I'm still making 20 bucks. So as long as I'm in profit, then I can be in a trade for fucking an hour, bro. Who cares? So right here, okay, it didn't show, and I'll tell you why it didn't show. I cut the recording there. I had to go to work. I remember this day specifically. I had to go to work, so I was actually in the trade at work. But I will show you that I actually took profit at 76. I think it's right here. Count history. And it was actually the last trade I took for that day. So it was the third here, $62. Look. Boom. I actually did take profit. It was my last trade. Now, let's go look at the recording from my other day, which was the 4th, which was actually today. Now, today was very choppy. We actually had news before the pre-market opened. So usually when we have news an hour before the pre-market, it's not all the time, but usually the moves happen before the pre-market, so that means that the market opening might be choppy the whole day, which is exactly what happened today. It was actually very choppy the whole day, but I was able to take a trade. Not a big one. I just took one trade, and I called it a day because it's like I'm not really gonna find anything. I'm not gonna risk losing. I'm in a win streak, so I might as well just keep it like that, right? So out here, you see me marking my support and resistance over there. Boom, boom, boom. Market opens, news hits, straight thumbs down, comebacks up. I have the VWAP indicator on too. And another thing I forgot to mention in the last trade that you guys just seen me take, I have the 9 EMA and the 20 EMAs, which I use to help me notify when I should keep holding my runners. So basically, as long as the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA is underneath and I'm in a long position, I'm gonna hold it until it's not, right? So that's why I use my 9 and 20 EMAs. I like to hold my positions using those indicators. And I like to use the VWAP, which is what I used in this trade right here. You'll see I used the VWAP to actually enter my trade. The VWAP and the ORB I used right here. Which you see, I entered actually right here. Kind of risky trade. I wouldn't call this an A plus setup. Definitely not A plus setup. But I had seen which is another reason why I also didn't enter with 4 cons. I entered with 3 cons just in case. And that's another thing I do. Whenever I'm entering trades and I'm not too sure about my trades, I don't really enter with my normal amount of cons. So if I'm confident in the trade, I enter with 5 cons. If I'm not, I enter with like 2 or 3 to minimize the risk, right? So I entered the trade right there, and my PC actually messes up, which is why I closed it and I had to reopen it. There we go. Like I said, this trade, this is my one and only trade of the day. Look at me here selling my position halfway. I do this in all my trades. The reason why I do this in all my trades is because I want to guarantee my money, right? I want to play it smart. So it can come up. For example, if I don't do this, if I just full port and just wait for it to hit my 3 cons up here, it can just come up and like be close to hitting it, come down and stop me out. Compared to if it comes up, hits my first take profit, and then it comes down, at least I took profit and I'm in profit for some money, right? Like I didn't lose money, I actually took profit from it. So yeah, there we go. I entered that trade. I was actually very close to getting stopped out right here. But as you can see, VWAP's holding it up. VWAP and the ORB is holding it up right now, and which is why I like using those indicators. Comes up, comes up, comes up, comes up. Some people would have added to this position because it's literally holding it. Like you could honestly added more cons to the position, but I wasn't gonna risk it on this day, and so I just let it be. Hits my first take profit. Couple seconds later, literally big ass candle hits my second take profit, and I made like $90 on the day. It was a bad day. Still in profit though. And so yeah, literally the rest of the day it was just choppy. So you can see, I'll literally show you, like this was literally the day, bro. Just boom, 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 boom. Yes, you could trade these still. Like look, for example, perfect trade right here around 12:30, which honestly, who's looking at the market at that time? You can enter on this candle right here and look, another great long right here, just looking for retests. And yeah, same way with this short right here. Enter these shorts right here, like wait for probably to break out around here. It's a good entry right here. Another fucking 40 plus tick trade right there. And so like you can still trade these days, but like if you want to be 100% confident, I would have, if I wanted to be 100% confident in my trades, I would have wanted it to break this this choppiness area, right? So I would have wanted it to probably break over the previous day highs and then boom, continue to go up until this other resistance level, but it didn't. You know, maybe tomorrow it'll be less choppy. But yeah, that's what I did. It's basically my only trades. After that, I don't really usually trade after fucking 12:30, especially if I already had a good day in the morning, and there's no point of really risking trading. That's really pretty much my trades for the day or for the week. Didn't trade Monday, had work, but yeah, I just want to make this video so I can like see where my progress is in a couple months. You know, who knows, maybe next year I'll go and try to get a funded account and try to see if I can pass a funded account. Like I said, you know, my win and loss ratio isn't that bad, you know, because I'm really precise with my trades. I really try to take them smart. You know, I only take smart trades. And so yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I sound nerdy talking about this, but I am not a profitable trader. I am unprofitable once again. I know I said it in the beginning of the video. I'm not a profitable trader. Do not take my advice. This is not advice you should be taking. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and welcome to this. Hopefully you stay tuned to my journey. Road to profitable, man. Road to profitable.